Hi students, today we are going to discuss the role of magic and the supernatural elements in the play The Tempest. In The Tempest, two different types of magic are explored. One being the art of evil through the use of black magic, and the other being the study of metaphysics and the unknown through the use of white magic. The black aspect of magic is revealed through the merely alluded to character of the evil with Sycorax. The white aspect of magic is revealed through the well-developed character of Prospero, the rightful Duke of Milan. The good aspect of magic is developed to a much greater extent than the evil aspect of magic. Prospero uses his great intelligence to win himself greater power. The attributes of magic used by Prospero are his robe, his wand, and his books, which Count Gonzalo cleverly hides on Prospero's tiny ship. Prospero uses his robe to signify that his appearance is, at that moment, that of a magician. Prospero's wand is actually mentioned very little. When Prospero disarms the defiant Ferdinand, the books are, without question, Prospero's chief source of power. Prospero's robe represents his influence over common materials. His wand is his instrument of power, and his books are apparently the basic source of his knowledge. The supernatural elements and Ariel, the former servant of Sycorax, in particular, are an extension of Prospero's plot to regain order to his life and the lives of his old and now new associates. The supernatural spirits summoned by Ariel can be classified as those of fire, air, water, and earth. Fire is evoked in lightning and the forms taken by Ariel as flames on the masts of the ship. The spirits of the air, which include Ariel, are of the highest type. The music, noises, thunder, sounds, and sweet airs which flood the island pertain also to the air. A reference to these is given by Caliban. Be not afeard, the isle is full of noises, sounds, and sweet airs that give delight and hurt not. Sometimes 1,000 strangling instruments will hum about mine ears, and sometimes voices that, if I then had waked after a long sleep, will make me sleep again. Water spirits and elves of the brooks and streams are called upon in Act 4, Scene 1 to bestow upon the eyes of the young couple some vanity of Prospero's art. The spirits of the earth are the goblins, the dogs and hounds used to plague and punish Caliban, Tringulo, and Stefano. Another type of magic used by Prospero with the aid of Ariel is the production and disappearance of the banquet. The fine garments used to tempt the fools, the arrival and dance of spirits, and the circle about Prospero's cave where the courtiers are held charmed. Prospero uses his magic and his control over the supernatural element to regain his dukedom, punish those who are evil, and reconcile those capable of repentance. Prospero at the end of the play rejects his magic so he can return to society. He says, I will break my staff buried certain fathoms in the earth, and deeper than did ever plummet sound I will drown my book. Before Prospero leaves the island, he dismisses Ariel from his service. Ariel promises a safe journey for all to Naples and Milan, where Prospero will take possession of his lost dukedom and witness the marriage of Miranda and Prince Ferdinand. However, Prospero cannot officially resume his place in society until he had adjured his magic powers and drowned his book. For his is a knowledge more than mortal, an art that alienates him from the common herd of men. There is, in his renunciation of his role of magus, something of the incarnation of Christ and the Felix Culpa.